Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sims 4 Speed Build. Hope you had a great week and a great Halloween. We are now into November. It is November 2nd already, which is crazy. As far as Sims news goes, it's been, I want to say rather quiet, but it actually hasn't been due to the news of the EA buyout. Not great news. I'll get into a little bit more on that later, but I do want to mention that there will be a game update on November 4th, which is this coming Tuesday, which apparently the Sims team is promising over 150 different fixes. So prepare your mods, prepare for lots of things to break as far as like custom content or probably mods go. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what they come out with, what they fix. My biggest issue right now is having to reset Sims quite often. For example, when playtesting this lot at the end and everything, a lot of the Sims that came onto the lot, like they were basically just stuck in endless talking loops. So I had to go around and reset all of them so that they could actually do other things. I don't know if it's just my game or my save or something, but yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But today we are building a bed and breakfast. I wanted it to be kind of cozy. It's not like a cozy cottage or anything like that. It's more of a modern kind of bed and breakfast, and I've called it Harmony Hill. I thought it was a nice little location here. We're in Gibbi Point, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that, but yeah, so there's 2 floors. This will become the dining room here. Then we have the staircase going up to the 2nd floor. And then this corner over here will become the kitchen, and then it'll kind of bump out into the living room there. So we're doing the kitchen out, and this is not a limited pack build. In fact, I use 19 packs and kits, like total combination of all different things. Probably like an object from here or there or everywhere. Seems that's how it goes, but we're just putting together the kitchen now, and I used Home Chef Hustle for the cabinets. Open shelving. We use the new blender and kettle from Adventure Awaits, and I'm just grabbing a bunch of like clutter and stuff out of the catalog. The fireplace in the living room is also from Adventure Awaits, and it's kind of a nice modern one. I really liked it, though I kept the living room pretty simply furnished. Like the whole house is actually pretty simply furnished because it's supposed to be a bed and breakfast. I also did set this as a custom venue on the gallery, and I gave it a bed and breakfast or cozy bed and breakfast like pre-made schedule. The only downside is I didn't realize is the number of guests I selected, because when I play tested there were like, I don't know, 10 Sims that showed up, but there's only 2 beds, like, you know, 2 double beds for that matter. So that shall be interesting, but yeah, that's an oversight on my part, but I think that could easily be fixed. And again, I don't know if the actual like schedule on the lot actually sticks with the gallery version. The like lot type probably will, but maybe you have to assign your own schedule. I'm not really sure. I haven't tested that far in, to be honest with you. So yeah, just cluttering up the shelves in the kitchen a little bit here and there, but again, nothing too major. Just wanted to make it feel slightly lived in, like that somebody lives here and then they kind of like rent out their house as a bed and breakfast kind of thing that you can just kind of, you know, use, kind of like an Airbnb almost. But if you do want to grab this house, it is available on the Sims 4 gallery. Here is the gallery listing. Again, I just called it Harmony Hill Bed and Breakfast. It's a 30 by 20 lot, and I built it in Gibbi Point, I think where Crystal Cottage was located. So that's where I plopped this lot and changed the lot to a custom venue. It is 67,094 simoleons. Not that that matters because it's a bed and breakfast, but just in case you wanted to like live here or something, and it's 2 beds and 3 baths. So it's a half bath. So it's like 2.5 baths. And again, 19 packs. And what else? I think that was all I had to say about that. So yeah, just furnishing up the living room now and figuring out how I wanted the floor plan to go. We do tuck a TV into the fireplace using move objects because I like the upper part there with the wood, but I was like, it would be great if it had a TV. So we do that. And it's fully functional, although I don't know like if the TV breaks or something, if your Sims will actually be able to like repair because it does float. But if you just click on it and hit replace, that's probably easier. Not that you have to worry about that, but yeah. So putting together the dining room now, I do put a bookshelf here, a little side table, and we do the half bath as well. But As far as the Sims news and the buyout, I guess I should give an update or an opinion on that. But basically, EA is being bought out by a private equity firm. I'm not going to go into details on that. You can easily Google that, but it's not supposed to take effect until 2027, which basically means they're going private. So right now they are a public traded company. They are appeasing to shareholders and stuff. By going private, it removes all that. There's no more shareholders. So in a way, it kind of gives EA and maybe even the Sims team more control over the game, as far as like they don't have to keep doing like sales numbers and all that crazy stuff for shareholders. It's more so they can actually take their time and maybe develop things a bit better and slower, because you're not having the pressure of, appeasing shareholders and always, making more money and always having something to release. You know what I mean? Like every quarter you have to do that. So it's you have to do better and better, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I don't know. There are some benefits and there are some drawbacks. I don't really like who is buying the company, but I have no control over that. It's not my say. The Sims and the Sims team have already said that nothing will change with the Sims and the community. So we'll see how that goes. A bunch of creators have left the creator program. Some big names like Little Simsy, Deligracy, James Turner, Vixella, Plumbella, like so many big creators have left. I am not leaving just yet. I am going to kind of play it out, see how things go and develop. I don't want to like jump the gun too much and basically just, I kind of want to see how things pan out with everything. So, and I still love The Sims and I will still play The Sims. I just kind of want to see like, will the game change at all? The Sims team has promised it will not, due to all of the backlash and everything, but like, we'll see what happens, right? You know what I mean? So I'm just going to play it by ear, see how it goes. And if I feel it's time to leave the creator network, I will. But as of right now, I am not making any drastic decisions or drastic changes. And I will still promote new content and things like that, because I mean, it is The Sims and I do want to support the Sims team. Remember, the Sims team and the developers have no control over this buyout. Like, they are just developers, they are developing the game and everything like that. So they really have no control over what EA themselves does. You know what I mean? Like, they're just a small little portion or a little cog in the wheel of EA. They're a studio, basically. The Sims is a studio. So they are just under the umbrella of EA. So, I kind of feel like I'm not going to punish the Sims team or anything like that. It's not that I would be punishing them, but like me leaving the creator network isn't going to make a difference. You know what I mean? Like, the sale's still going to happen at the end of the day. I think it's best just to kind of wait and see what happens, and that is what we will do. So yeah, we are now upstairs, and I kind of laid out the 2 bedrooms. They're nicely furnished. The larger bedroom has 2 sliding doors that go out to like a balcony. And then this is the bathroom that is attached to that, which I really love this. I used a mixture of sleek bathroom kit, and then the copper tub is Adventure Awaits, but I really liked it. It works kind of well, I think. And then I forgot that I made a closet for the toilet. So I was like, oh yeah. So I tucked that in real quick and added another vanity there. So, and then I'm just hiding this glass wall in a little like, half wall kind of thing that came with the sleek bathroom kit. And then we have 2 double showers in here, another tub, but this is all sleek bathroom in here. I didn't mix out the tub and kept it pretty simple and minimal, but overly the same style. So all good. I kind of kept things pretty simple because, again, it is a bed and breakfast. So I would kind of imagine things would follow a certain theme or style, and you would kind of get multiple furnishings or items of the same thing and kind of keep things pretty close. And then out here we do some storage on the wall, and then I put a little like office study area flanked by the windows behind, and I thought it was quite nice to just put that here as a computer, just in case your Sims need it. Not that they will, but maybe they will. You could just also easily increase your fun or something by playing a game or something if you needed to. Also outside, I don't believe I showed that because I did the landscaping off camera, but I did add an in-ground hot tub, a swing set, and then a campfire pit where your Sims can kind of grill hot dogs or chili or roast marshmallows, stuff like that, over the campfire. So a little bit of activity here, not a whole lot compared to like Gibbi Point Lodge, like my last speed build. Like, that was full on with a bunch of different activities, including like a playground and a swimming pool and the slides for the pool and the diving boards. Like there's a lot going on in Gibbi Point Lodge. It was a big build. And it actually kind of zapped a lot of my inspiration. And yeah, so I actually took a week off because I was just like, I can't build anything. I have no ideas. You know what I mean? Like I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted to build a bed and breakfast, but like I just couldn't put anything together. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to take a break because I was just like, I think that build just kind of took everything out of me. So I mean, it was pretty large. I mean, it's a 64 by 64 lot, I think. So that's like, it's massive. So this is nice doing a 30 by 20. But yeah, we're almost finished. I was just doing a little bit of the landscaping here, but I ultimately finished most of it off camera. So here is the finished Harmony Hill bed and breakfast. Again, you can find it on the Sims 4 gallery. My EAID is just TheSimified. And it's there as well as all of my other speed builds and creations that you see here on the channel. So you can find Gibbi Point Lodge, which was my previous build, and Shimmering Sands, which is another build I made for Adventure Awaits, which I really like that one too. But yeah, so this is the interior. Again, it's quite cozy, but also a bit more on the modern side. I think I want to do another more cozier one, maybe more like a cottage kind of thing. Maybe we could switch the world. Instead of being in Gibbi Point, we could do something in Henford on Bagley, kind of like in the hills or something. That's one of my favorite worlds to build in. So yeah, I mean, Gibbi Point isn't bad either. There's still plenty of different lots and areas to build on here, so we might check those out. Maybe I can find another waterfront lot and put a cottage there, like a waterfront cottage bed and breakfast kind of thing. It's kind of what I'm thinking, but I'd love to do another one just in a bit more of a cozy style because we are now in the cozy time of the year. So, well, at least at least in the northern hemisphere we are. So yeah. Which, you know, I mean, I love winter. I do like winter. But I do also like being outside. So there's kind of a drawback there because it's so cold. But yeah, that's a totally different subject. But I do hope you enjoyed this speed build. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already for future builds. And that's all I had for this one. Thank you for watching and have yourself a great day.